suddenly we forget our own language because it was our Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello precious people. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Nurhalifah. You can call me Olip, but sometimes my friend call me Olap, and I like it. However, it's not that common for people who have just met me to call me Siti. Maybe because my first name is Siti, so they call me Siti. Now, I am a student of the English Education Department at Islamic University of Kiai Haji Ahmad Siddiq, Jember. I choose this major because I like English, and I hope that I can continue my education abroad. Hopefully, it can be achieved. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. And fun fact about me is, actually, I can't judge myself, but this is based on people's judgment. What I often hear is that people often say that my Madras accent is sound funny. I don't know why. And apart from that, a fun fact about me is that I always give name for the things that I have. For example, my motorcycle is called Bara, my jacket is called Adara, and my smartphone is called Dory. And every name must have a philosophy. When I asked my friend, have you ever met a friend who always give name for the things? One of them said, no, this is first times I met people who always give name for the things. The last one is, I also really like making a poem for my cat and Instagram account.
Pagi bukan lagi pagi.
Okay, talk about culture background. My language is Madras. I usually use Madras with my family, also my society, because here are dominantly Madras. But sometimes I use Javanese, exactly. When I was in the junior high school, when most of my friends are Javanese, I try to understand them, even though I am not fluent. In the sense that when I speak Javanese, my Madras accent is still visible, but they can understand me, and I also understand their language. Talk about culture, guys. I have a culture where girls here are not allowed to go out at night exactly after 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And usually when they go out, they have to be accompanied by their father or their family. However, when I blend into the new world, especially on the campus, because I joined an organization where sometimes I had to go home at night. Finally, I got used to go home at night. For example, at 10 p.m. or sometimes after 10 p.m. Even though I often had permission to go home first, I mean that my friends allow me to go home even though the meeting hasn't finished yet, and they were able to understand me. And if it was too late, I stayed at my friend's boarding house. Besides that, in the environment around here, usually girls who are more over 20 years old and aren't married are usually called marrying late or too old. Coincidentally, I am now 20 years old, and this is my 21st year of being a single. But please don't say that I am jomblones, no. But fortunately, because I am currently continuing my education in the college, so people around me don't judge me for being late in marriage. But they more think that I am not married yet because I focus on my education. And this is the fact. I just want to focus on my education. But guys, I ever fall in love. But yeah, as Justin Bieber, my first love broke my heart for the first time. Yes, my first love broke my heart for the first time. But I don't think too much about it. Even though that I never have boyfriend, I don't think too much. I just want to focus on my education. Yeah. And for the last one here, I want to discuss how we can criticize examining language, culture, society with the identity that we have. I definitely encountered culture intersection, especially regarding to language. When they were predominantly Javanese, yes, I still adapt to them by using Javanese, but I didn't lose my own language or my Madras identity. They can even immediately recognize that I am Madras. Besides that, It's about culture. When I can't go home at night because actually I don't want to eliminate the culture that exists here. But as I said before, guys, although I often go home at night, it's not too late. And my friends who have different culture can also understand me in the sense that they still know my identity, which really can't go out at night. The point is, what this means here is that when we adapt to new culture with new language, don't lose our identity. It's a lie when we learn new language and then suddenly we forget our own language because it was our mother tongue and becomes our identity. And we should not be afraid to lose ourselves just to be able to accept it in new culture. We can accept it with new culture. We can adapt with them, but with our own identity. No matter what people perceive of us, we are always shining through by being who we are. But the most important thing is we still respect other culture. Even though that people have different culture with us, we have to respect of them. But with our own identity, don't lose ourselves, guys. Don't be afraid not accept it. Don't be afraid that when I use my own identity, they will not accept me. No, don't say like that. We still accept it, we adapt with them, and by being who we are, but still respect other culture. So that's all I could say. Thank you so much for your nice attention, guys. I'm so sorry for the mistake that I made. See you in the next discussion. See you in the next assignment. And here I will say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.